You've probably had the karaage if you like Japanese food. A fried chicken dish served at many Japanese restaurants. I'll show you tips and tricks to make it extra juicy, full of flavor, and the right amount of crunchiness. Perfect! First, get a chicken thigh and cut off any excess tendons, cartilage, or bones that you see, as they tend to have an unpleasant taste and texture when you fry them. Then use a paper towel to dry them out, which helps to get rid of that raw, unpleasant chicken scent. We have to be strategic in how we cut our chicken. When you open up the chicken thigh, you'll notice a thin part and a thick, meaty part. We want to cut it so that both parts are connected. When you just cut randomly, you might just end up with the thin part, which will lose most of its juiciness when you fry it. When it's attached to the thick, meaty part, you'll end up with large pieces that will retain most of their moisture. Each piece should be about 50 to 60 grams. Now we'll start the brining process, which both tenderizes and moisturizes the meat in a salt water solution. So in a large bowl, pour 1 liter of water and 20 grams of salt. Mix it up. Yeah, I should have made the solution before putting in the chicken. Anyway, put it in the fridge and brine for 1 hour. Then filter out the salt water solution. You can already tell that it's full of moisture. Now wipe off any of the excess moisture on the outside for each piece. Don't worry, the moisture is still inside. And now we'll add the flavoring. Add half a tablespoon of soy sauce, 3/4 tablespoon of sake, half a tablespoon of mirin, 4 grams of Chinese soup paste. If you can't find it, it's fine, it's optional. Grate 5 grams of ginger, and 4 cloves of garlic. Put on some latex to protect yourself. Squeeze the mixture onto the chicken. Just try to make sure the entire surface is covered. It should end up looking like this. We'll create the breading by mixing 200 grams of potato starch and 80 grams of rice flour. Mix it up evenly. Gradually put in the breading into the chicken bowl. We do want it to be crispy, but we don't want large fried clumps without the meat. Now squeeze onto the chicken surface. Initially, it'll look a little too watery like this, so we're definitely gonna need to add a little bit more, as we don't want bare spots either. So let's do that, and keep on squeezing onto the surface. Once it's dry like this, it's good to go. Little clumps here and there adds to the flavor. Now get a pot and pour enough oil to cover the chicken. First heat it up to about 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's start putting in the chicken. We'll be frying the chicken twice. Initially, we are frying it at a relatively low temperature, so the inside of the chicken gets fully cooked without the outside getting burnt. The goal is for the chicken to get between 160 and 170 degrees. The exact timing will vary, but it should take about 4 to 5 minutes. Alright, now let's take it out. I recommend putting it onto like a paper towel or one of those like mesh grill things, just so the oil doesn't stay on the chicken. Just gotta make sure the temperature is where we want it to be. 167. Alright, perfect. Then leave it alone for 5 minutes. Alright, now raise the temperature to 355 degrees. Then put the chicken back in. This gives it a nice golden color and make it extra crunchy. So basically, we're just frying the outside, as the inside is already cooked from the first time around. This should only take about a minute or so, as we don't want to overcook the chicken. Occasionally air them out as you do so. It's ready when it has a golden color like this. I'm gonna just cut it in half to see what it looks like on the inside. Yep, looks nice and juicy just like we want it. Just arrange it however you like. I'm just trying to make it more presentable for the thumbnail, but usually I just eat it directly from the tray. Add some greens for balance, and of course a little bit of lemon. And we're finished! It's got the perfect balance of crunchiness, juiciness, and flavor. Oh my god. I think this might be the best karaage I've ever made, and that's saying a lot because I made a lot. Look how juicy this thing is. Maybe you can't tell, but it's very juicy. Like once you nail down the temperature and the timing, you'll be able to make this every single time. And it's so cheap too. I mean, it is just chicken thighs, you know? It's like the cheapest piece of chicken. I'm in a little bit of a financial pickle these days due to, you know, the recession and the inflation and all that. So I think I'm gonna be making this probably like at least twice a week. Has a lot of protein, which I'm lacking, maybe, because I do like the carbs, as you guys probably have noticed. Alright, I'm gonna go straight into editing. I can't wait to release this video. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.